Okay, and welcome back. And we've been talking with Franco Aire, fresh air carpet cleaning. More than just carpet cleaning, though. Here you are getting down cross-stitching on carpet, repairing tufts on carpet. You were saying you did it by hand. Are there any machines that can do tufting like that? You can just, you see some of these,
I wish there was, because it would make my life a lot easier.
But no one's invented one yet.
Not that I've been able to find yet, that I can actually get over and use for what I need it to be used for. So the short answer is no. It's dear old fingers, and the occasional pair of pliers to pull it through, and it's a bit tough.
It's interesting you're saying like you've got a tufted carpets and so forth, but sometimes you get called out to bleach stains that aren't bleach stains, and we're going to chat about this. And it's to do with the products you buy off the shelf.
Yep.
And you're saying that some of them crystallise and then they give this lighter appearance, so it looks like they're bleach stains and they're actually not. Even though the red wine stain's still there, you've just highlighted the whole area.
Yeah, yeah.
What's going on with that?
Okay, there's a perfect example I talked about before where I had a chap who had phoned me up and he told me he had a red wine stain on the carpet that he tried to get out with one of these products. And he said, oh, it's bleached the carpet. And I thought, okay, well, it sounded like you use one of these oxy-powered carpet cleaning products that you do get, which contain a hydroperoxide bleach. It's not actual household bleach like we know it, but it's a
form of
hydroperoxide based.
Right.
Okay. So what happens with that is that it can, in some cases, actually take colour out of the carpet. But if you've got an acid dyed nylon or a wool, you can actually remove colour. Okay, in which case it's okay, well, we've got to flush that detergent out and then we can recolour the carpet back to where it's supposed to be. Bit of a pickle that you're in, but we can correct it. Now, with this other scenario, he'd gone and treated this, a wine stain, and the wine stain still looked as beautiful as it did before. It was lovely, yeah. So, but what happened then is that wherever he'd sprayed this stuff, and it's one of those aerosol type ones, and these are the ones that are the major culprit for it, he got this great big halo. I mean, it was a patch about this big on the carpet. It was quite impressive. And I'd given him a price over the phone based on what he told me, and it was going to be fairly expensive. But I mean, this was in the middle of around about 50 square metres of pure wool carpet in a lovely apartment at the Kings Park. So, my price versus replacement was still very cheap.
Very cheap.
Yeah. So anyway, I got up there and I took one look at it and I said to him, do you have a glass of water? And he said, oh, why, are you thirsty? I said, no, I just need to try something. And we went down to where this apparent bleach mark was and put some water onto it, and as soon as the water got onto it, the bleach mark disappeared. Then went back to its original colour. I said, right, you've used a foaming solution here, and because of that, when it dries out, it being crystalline and very reflective, because it's now reflecting light a lot more than the actual carpet around it, it appears lighter.
Right.
But all actually needed to be done in that case was for that to get rinsed out, and I had to treat the red wine stain to get rid of the red wine. Rinsed it out and job done.
So you didn't leave him the red wine stain either?
No, I was kind to him. Yeah. But I mean, he literally had that job done for a fraction of what I originally quoted him, because I mean, it took me so much less time, and he was absolutely rapt because number one, I was honest enough to tell him. Yeah. Number two, the problem wasn't as big as he perceived it to be, and it was really created by this product, which it's not even got rid of the initial problem that he had, but in getting rid of if he had to be just a dirt mark on the carpet, he might have got rid of the dirt mark, but then still had this apparent problem, which will make a few people panic, obviously.
When you buy products from the shop like that, are these some of the things we need to be aware of, that they may not be, you put it on and go, wow, look how clean it is, and it's not actually, it's just you're getting this reflective light? Okay,
look, there's most of the products that I find in the supermarket, they're not that fantastic. They quite often will solve one problem but create another problem.
Right.
Okay, and that's mainly because of the fact that unless you have the facility to extract that detergent properly out of the carpet, it can lead to other issues further down the track.
I was going to say, like, because you've got the proper equipment that can extract it back out again.
Correct.
So it does its job and get rid of that, so it's not sitting there creating the next issue.
Now, that's not to say that they're all like that, but a lot of
Yes.
them are like that, and especially some of these oxy-powered ones, they can be quite dangerous for your, as I said, your acid-dyed nylons or your wool carpets. If it's the solution-dyed nylon or the triexta carpets or the polyesters or polypropylenes, not a care in the world. You can throw it down and it won't matter. It won't take colour out of those.
Right.
Okay. But with those other two that I mentioned, the acid-dyed nylons and the wool carpet, there's always that potential there.
Does it have that warning on the back of some of those packs? Don't use on wool carpet?
It always says that every product that you will use, even the professional carpet cleaning products that you use, will say always test in an inconspicuous spot. Because then, if anything does happen, they're not liable for it.
That's how they get around it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you've been warned. You've got to test it,
Well,
and if you test it, you'll find that it has potential to create damage.
And I suppose the supermarkets have got to cover themselves in the fact they don't have a professional person like yourself who understands the product. So you've got someone like me who just goes, well, you said it cleans carpet, but as we know, carpets ain't carpet.
That's right.
There's all sorts of carpet.
There's all sorts of carpets. Look, I got involved in a claim once a number of years ago where someone had used a product from a supermarket and it says specifically on the product packaging for spot cleaning carpets. They had a brand new carpet, it was only 6 months old, and they had a few spots around the place, and there was 36 that I counted in the end, that they'd put this stuff on, got rid of the mark, looked fantastic.
Yep.
And several days later, the colour was starting to disappear. So it was a nice blue carpet, I remember.
Right.
It was a nylon carpet, a DuPont fibre, very, very good carpet. But all the colour was disappearing wherever they treated it. Now, they didn't tell me that they'd actually done anything like that, but as soon as I saw it, did a pH test on it, I said, right, you've actually been using a spot cleaning product, haven't you? And I said, well, yes.
Guilty.
And I said, okay, what was it you used? And they showed me the product.
Yep.
I did my test on it, and it was actually a pH 11, and those dyes won't tolerate anything above about 9.9 pH.
Right.
So, obviously, it was there to have the potential to create damage. And so I wrote my little report that they were going to put a claim in against the manufacturer because it said specifically that it is for carpet and it wasn't fit for purpose. So I had this wonderful telephone call from the manufacturer. I seem to remember. It's quite amusing actually, because they started having a shot at me saying that I'm a simple carpet cleaner and I don't know anything about carpets or anything about chemistry and how they're right. So that's fine. I said, well, for me, I can say it's a pH issue. And I said, I measured it to be a pH of 11. And they said, well, there you go, you don't even know anything at all. It was a pH of 11.5. I said, oh, that's interesting, because you do realise that those acid-dyed nylons won't tolerate a pH of above 9.9, and you're recommending it for cleaning carpet. And there's this deathly silence in the end of the line. I said, yes, you were at fault. They had their carpet replaced. So whilst they're, as I said, they will tell you that they can be used. If they had tried to use it in a spot, even if they did it straight away, they wouldn't have noticed that spot. If they left it for a few days, they would have noticed it in an inconspicuous spot that it did damage.
Right.
But yeah, in that sort of situation, it really wasn't fit for purpose. It was designed for the American market. Once again, polypropylene is very prevalent over there. And on a polypropylene, it wouldn't make any difference at all. But on that nylon carpet, it made every difference in the world, because it actually took the colour right out.
Wow. Took the colour right out. We're talking about that. I'm getting all tongue-tied. We'll take a break,
We'll take a break, folks, and we'll be right back.
What he said.